guys, Matt here, and welcome to this Monday edition of my daily news show where I talk about the stories that I wanted to share with you all. If you like it, make sure you let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe so I can see you tomorrow. So this first story will take us into the land of robotics. A velociraptor robot is in the works at the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. The robotic raptor can, in theory, outrun Olympic gold medalist and world record holder Usain Bolt. It is still being developed, so when the robot reached this speed, it did need help. It was tethered to help it stand up, and the speed it reached was on a treadmill. But it can even maneuver around certain objects with the help of a metal rod in its tail. Well, that's great. That's good to know that it can jump over obstacles, chase me down, and then eat me. I was worried we might be able to outrun it or something. We can't have that. At least the raptor was created in the South Korean lab. If it were North Korea, they'd probably have an army mass-produced and ready to attack us within the hour. But in all seriousness, this is pretty awesome. And this reminds me, does anyone remember that show My Life as a Teenage Robot with XJ9? Her name was Jenny. Her friends called her Jenny. They showed it on Nickelodeon. And she was like a superhero basically and saved the world and had adventures and... I got way off topic with that. Anyway, moving on. For this next story, we'll go to Sudan and Miriam Ibrahim. If you guys remember, she was the woman who refused to come back to Islam after she converted to Christianity. So she was sentenced to death for apostasy. She was also sentenced to lashings and then put in prison with her 1.5-year-old child. And to top it off, she was pregnant when she was sentenced, so she recently gave birth inside of the Sudanese prison. Sudan's government kind of caved to the world's outrage and condemnation, releasing a statement saying they were working on a plan for her release. However, it's been a while now, and neither her husband nor her lawyer know anything about this. It was bad before, but this is just disgraceful. In this day, what kind of religion sentences people to death for not believing or not wanting to be a part of it or whatever? And the funny thing is that two of the most practiced religions in the world, Christianity and Islam, both call for people to be put to death if they don't want to be a part of the religion or they don't believe or, that kind of thing. They both explicitly say you shall be put to death. I mean, call me crazy, but that sounds like a pretty big problem to me. Hopefully the Sudanese government will come to its senses and let that mother of 2 small children that you imprisoned for no fucking reason go home. This next story is something I just wanted to touch on real quick from over the weekend. Award-winning actress Ann B. Davis has passed away in a San Antonio, Texas hospital. She's known best for playing Alice the housekeeper in the Brady Bunch, but she was cast in several movies, several shows. She was a great entertainer. As of recording this, there is no cause of death reported, but she is having an autopsy later today. Like I said, I just wanted to hit on that real quick because it's always sad when you lose someone like this. My condolences go out to any of her family and friends that she may have preceded in death. This next story is really the definition of irony. V. Stiviano is apparently just as racist as her alleged boyfriend, ex-NBA owner Donald Sterling. Here, check out this video, you'll see what I mean.
I don't understand black people. The minute you give them a little bit of money, they don't know what to do with it. Like, yo, I want to put some rims on top of my rims, and my rims are going to turn around. So I'm going to call them what? Spinners? That's what I'm going to do. That's how much money I have. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And they do stupid shit like that when there's people starving around the world. I'm like one of those hurt rats that wants to get picked up on. So listen up, folks. I'm looking for someone to pick me up. Mama, don't worry about it. She's black. We don't like black people.
Why am I not surprised? It's kind of hypocritical. She's talking about black people putting rims on top of rims to create spinners while there are people around the world starving. Meanwhile, she has like a Bentley and 4 Ferraris or some shit like that. This video is 2 to 3 years old, but even still, it just surfaced now and it kind of sheds her in a pretty bad light, an even worse light. People were already annoyed with her, I think. Oh yeah, and another quick thing. Over the weekend, she was apparently assaulted by 2 men outside of her hotel. Her doctor did say she was, quote, banged up, but okay. And she is still a mega dumbass, but I would never wish this upon her, so hopefully she heals up and gets well soon. Alright, so we'll wrap this video up with today's question of the day. What are your thoughts on the Miriam Ibrahim story? Anything from her family to Sudan, general, specific, whatever you're thinking. I'd love to know your opinions on this or anything else I talked about in today's show in the form of a comment down below. And with that, I will take my leave. Before you go, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow. This is, of course, meant to be an informative show, so in the spirit of that, I have decided to make a new segment at the end of each video. It'll be the UrbanDictionary.com word of the day. We'll give you the word, define it, and put it in a sentence. That sounds a little bit like the spelling bee, but you don't have to spell it, don't worry, just listen, just listen. So here's today's word, bae, B-A-E. This word stands for before anything else. So this is something you would call your significant other. I love you, bae. Welcome home, bae. I'm on my way to the store with my bae. I'm kind of surprised by this. I thought it was like a ghetto slang abbreviation for babe. You know, you just take the B out, you don't pronounce that. I guess you learn something new every day. Oh, but there is the definition that I thought it was here too. Word used by ghetto people to address their significant other because they have found themselves too lazy to pronounce the entire word babe. There we go, today's word of the day. I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you back here tomorrow.